The game you love above them all. Football news, predictions, we have it all. You can watch or listen, that's your call. Just join us on Beyond the Ball.
Hello everyone and welcome to Beyond the Ball. My name is Collie and I'm just doing a quick mic check 1-2 because the last time I tried to do this on my own I failed miserably and I left the microphone on mute. So I believe we're okay. I believe everybody can hear me. Who knows? I'll find out at the end. I've got it unmuted. Everything else looks good. We'll go from there and see what happens. No big Paddy this week, and we won't see him for the rest of the season. He is recovering after a double leg knee surgery. I don't know exactly what it was called, but he has had surgery on both his legs. An update that he is doing well and he is up and about. So we want to send our well wishes to Paddy. But what we have to look at this week, it's not going to be a massive, long program. I am here on myself. As you can probably hear, I have a bit of a cold. Recently back from Portugal, went on a golf trip with the lads. 6 of us went over, including Big Paddy. So we had a bit of Beyond the Ball on tour. I joked saying that we were doing a bit of golf content for the new golf channel. We were only messing. We would love to do it. We were talking about it, but I don't know how realistic it would be. So we have the football review. So I'll just be chatting a little bit about Chelsea versus Liverpool. I didn't actually get to watch the full game live because we were flying home from Portugal that day while the match was on. When we got on the plane, it was 1-0 to Chelsea. So I spent the whole flight trying to get some sort of network. Obviously couldn't get it because it was 500 million feet up in the air. As soon as it landed, I got the good news that we were after winning 3-1. But I've watched pretty much the highlights of it. So the lads, two of the lads that we were with are Liverpool fans, and they made sure that I saw the guard of honor that we had to do. So it was a little bit bittersweet because, yeah, we had to do that, but at the same time, we needed the 3 points. It was a massive game for us. It was pretty much a nothing game for Liverpool. But we got the job done, so happy days. We have the football review. We have an update on the fantasy football. There's only 3 weeks left. Well, I actually need to reveal the April winner, and I need to send them their money. I haven't actually even looked at it, so I don't know who's actually won that. So I'll be revealing the April winner. I've 1 or 2 unpopular opinions. Only 2, I think, this week. 1 of my own, and only 1 came in. And then we'll be given score prediction. So we're going to jump on first off to the football review. Okay, first game, well, the only game up is Chelsea 3, Liverpool 1. Chelsea pretty much done everything they needed to do in this game to get the 3 points. Yes, they did the guard of honor. Yes, everybody was taking pictures. Everybody was fucking sending it to me on Instagram. Yes, I had a phone shoved in my face from the Liverpool fans that I was with. Okay, you've got your little guard of honor. Nobody cares. In my opinion, the guard of honor is the biggest load of bollocks in the world. I think they should scrap it. It's just, I think it's just fucking. What do I even think it is? Like, it's pathetic. No, it's not pathetic. It's embarrassing for the other team having to do it. Why should one team have to fucking clap when they've played 38 games? And why should one team get shafted and have to clap them? I think it's a joke. I don't like it. And listen, I never liked it. And I'm not just saying that because Chelsea had to do it for Liverpool. I didn't like it even when Chelsea were winning the league and they had to do it. The only thing I liked was slagging somebody if I knew them, they were fans. That's the only thing fans get out of it. Other than that, it's a lot of bollocks. So I was disappointed that Chelsea had to do it. I did like that Madwecki stood there like that and actually didn't clap. So big fan of that. This game, though, Chelsea done everything they needed to do. Very professional. Enzo Fernandez with a great goal at the start. Poxy kind of defending, but we love to do it. We created chances. Cole Palmer finally getting his goal, his penalty in the 96th minute just to put the game to bed. Chelsea are currently sitting in 5th spot, joined with Newcastle on 63 points. Hopefully that's going to be a bit of pressure added onto Newcastle, who we do play this week. So a massive game this week for Chelsea. I know it sounds where's me fucking standards going? Chelsea and Newcastle, massive games, but that's the situation we're in. But this game, yeah, look, Van Dijk got a goal. Of course, I took him out of fancy football. That's why he was going to score, because I took him out. But yeah, nothing else really to add to this game. Yeah, nothing else to add to it. I'm going to move on. I'm going to move on to the fantasy football. First up, before I go on to it, I just do want to say, if anybody is listening or following or watching on YouTube, make sure you hit follow, make sure you hit subscribe, leave a like. If you're watching it on YouTube, hit like. If you're watching, if you're on Spotify, make sure you are following us. You can hit a little plus symbol on the main page. Make sure you hit follow on that as well. So we'd really appreciate it. Right, I'll pull up the fantasy football this week. 38 points, 41 being the average. A little bit of a poor performance from me this week. I had Pickford in goal, 2 points. I had Livermento brought me in shy, 2 points. Guardiola got me 8. Saliba 1. Murphy 1. Mbeumo 5. Trossard as captain only got me 4. Thought he might have got a couple of goals. Mo Salah 2. Cunha 2. Wood 2. And Isaac 9. So just the wrong captain's pick, to be honest. If I captain Isaac, I'm in business. So yeah, not a great one. Took a gamble with a couple of the people on the bench as well. Luis Diaz, 8 Nuri and Kukurea, only getting 2 anyway between them all. So that's that one. So let's go and check where Big Paddy finished this week. Let's find them in the... Where the fuck is he? There we go. So Big Paddy, 46 point. He played as assistant manager. Okay, he may have left that a little bit too late, to be fair. He probably should have played that on like a double game week or something. So 46 points. He had Sells and goal, who I had on my bench. He had Dorgu, who got him 0. Again, he's playing with his head, not his heart. Or sorry, he's playing with his heart, not his head. Dorgu, 0 points. Guardiola, 8 points. Amas, 0 points. Murphy, 1 point. He had Mbeumo as captain, got him 10 points, so it wasn't a bad choice. 2 points for Salah, 2 for Trossard, 2 for Watkins, 2 for Wood, and 9 for Isaac. So not too bad. He had 9 for Guardiola as his captain, or as his assistant manager. So that was good. Fair play to him. Good week for Paddy. Now, getting into the brass tacks of this league. Be on the ball, dollar. We've had one man leading it the whole way. And as I said, I don't know if anybody's seen the video I put up on my Instagram when I realized the moment that I was on mute. I had given the performance of a lifetime about the fantasy football as well. And I'm going to do no different here. This is going to be a performance of a lifetime. So all season, one man has been leading this league. And does he still remain the top of the league? We will find out right now. Winner of this league will be getting €400. Big money, baby. But who is in prime position? Who is in pole position to get that €400 sent directly into their bank account? Oh, at the moment, it is Aaron Gray. Aaron Gray is currently sitting top of the league. Adam McDonald has been there for probably 80% of the season. But Aaron Gray overtook him, I think, last week. And he has had a good week this week. So the pressure is on Aaron Gray. He has 2,363 points. Adam McDonald is only 8 points behind with 2,355. Then there's a bit of a gap to me, about 70 or 80 points. I am in third with 2,274. Harry O'Sullivan is in fourth. Liam McDonald is in fifth. Niall Gaines is in sixth. King Costello is in seventh. Kieran Conley is in eighth. Chris Gernon in ninth. And Ray Perry in 10th. Massive few weeks for Aaron Gray, because he was slowly creeping up, and then all of a sudden he's gone above him. Talk about going ahead at the right time. he has to show balls though. He has to show some serious cojones now to hold on to this. So best of luck to everyone. Look, I think the top 5 places are getting paid out, so there is still a little bit to play for. Again, just be consistent. Get your average. If you can get your average, you're probably going to stay in the position you're in. Let's have a look at the April monthly winner, because I don't know who this is. So I'm going to click this. Niall Gahan is the winner of the April 20 euro with 370 points. Liam McDonald finishing in second with 360. And as you can see, Aaron Gray is in third and Adam McDonald is in fourth. So the lads are always up there, thereabouts. So Niall Gahan will be getting 20 euros sent directly to him, probably on Revolut or whatever way he paid me. So congratulations to Niall. Yeah, fair play to you. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all for the fantasy football. Like I said, there's 3 game weeks left. Massive game weeks to be had. Massive points to be picked up. I think it's all about your captain choices over the next couple of weeks. And also, if you have any wild cards, or sorry, any cards left in general, you need to get them played. Don't wait. Do not leave them too long to the point where you can't use all of them on the same day. You can only use one card, so do not get caught out with having 2 cards left at the end of the season, because it'll fuck you big time. So that is the fantasy football. That is beautiful. And we're going to move on now to the unpopular opinions. Okay, so we have 2 unpopular opinions sent in, and we are going to have one second. Let me just pull this up. Unpopular opinions. First one up is Rasa So. Sorry about this. Rasa Sorabi. Harry Kane is better than Wayne Rooney. Now, this all depends on what are you looking for. If you're looking for out-and-out goal scorers, absolutely, Harry Kane is one of the best in the business. He has been phenomenal. But don't forget, Wayne Rooney's record is extremely, extremely good. But bear in mind that Wayne Rooney would have dropped a lot deeper later on, and he would have become this kind of playmaking, attacking midfielder nearly. But he was an absolute workhorse. Like Wayne Rooney just ran for days. He'd run through a brick wall for you. We actually seen probably one of his most recent things that he done when he was playing over in America, where he runs back to the halfway line, he wins the ball, and he launches one up into the back post, and they score. And the scenes are unbelievable. But the work rate for him to run back when the goalkeeper wasn't in, he ran all the way back from the box to the halfway line, makes an unbelievable tackle, plays an unbelievable ball. And this is Wayne Rooney probably the year before he retired. So that's the type of player you get with Wayne Rooney. In my opinion, Harry Kane, he's getting his first trophy ever this year. A bit of a selfish player, and I understand it, because absolutely you want your strikers to be selfish, but it was almost selfish to a point where it hindered himself. And I think it really showed in the Euros. I think it was not the most recent one, but the one before that, possibly even the World Cup. I can't remember what it was. But he was taking throw-ins. He was taking corner kicks. He was taking all these set pieces. It was bizarre. It was. There was no reason for him to be doing it. But that just to me showed that he was a little bit selfish. He wanted maybe the assists from the corners. I don't know what he wanted. I don't know. It was strange. He was taking free kicks. Listen, if you're who are you putting on free kicks? Harry Kane or Wayne Rooney? There's one answer to that, and it's Wayne Rooney. So to me, Harry Kane was very, very selfish. Can you say he's greater than Wayne Rooney because he has probably a superior goal scoring record? Well, you probably can if you're looking at an out and out striker. In my opinion, if you're asking me who the better player is, I'm probably picking Wayne Rooney. Who would I want in my team? It's probably Wayne Rooney. Actually, to be honest with you, looking at the Chelsea team now, Chelsea are crying out for Harry Kane. But as an overall, I think Wayne Rooney is probably the better player and probably like one of the best players ever to play in the Premier League. But then again, so was Harry Kane. It's actually a tough debate. It's a good debate. I like it. I might put a poll up to see what people think about this one, because it's not as clear as you might think. Yes, a lot of United fans are gonna be biased. They're gonna say, yeah, Wayne Rooney. But you have to look at it. If I'm looking at it now, what does your team need? Oh, we need a Harry Kane. Chelsea need a Harry Kane. I don't know. I don't know if I disagree or agree with this. I'm going to disagree with it just because I think overlooking Wayne Rooney's total package, great finisher, great player, work ethic, absolute psychopath at times. Okay, hands up on that one. But more of a team player, sacrificed himself for the team. So I don't know. I think it's Wayne Rooney, if I'm being honest. Next one, me, Collie. Trent Alexander-Arnold has made the correct decision to go to Real Madrid. And I say this just obviously as a neutral and I suppose trying to understand why he is making the decision. And in my mind, all I can see is that he's won everything with Liverpool. He's been there for 20 years. He's seen that Mo Salah, although he signed another 2-year contract, is probably going to be leaving after that. So he's at an age in Mo Salah now. Look, Mo Salah, take nothing away from him, phenomenal. But he's seeing that an age in Jurgen Klopp, or sorry, not Jurgen Klopp, Van Dijk, who again signed another contract, but maybe leaving after it. He's seeing all these players that are he's played with for the last good few years, probably starting to have little conversations about what they could do next. And I think that with Trent's recent form not being as good as it was, say, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, why would you not go to Real Madrid? I understand that, and everybody, all the Liverpool fans are getting offended and they're saying, what a prick. Why would he do that to the club? He wanted to be a club legend, but he's not anymore. He could have had a statue of him. That's bullshit because he's been slating him for the last year on his form. He was never going to get a statue. I don't care if he stayed there for his whole career. He wasn't getting a statue. The Liverpool fans have turned on him majorly. And it is really shocking to see. People have said, oh, well, you turned on Mason Mount. Listen, Mason Mount went to a rival team. Trent Alexander-Arnold is going to a different country. He wants a different lifestyle. He wants a different culture. And he's going to win stuff with Real Madrid. That's a fact. He will win stuff with Real Madrid. It's not if he wins something. He knows he's going to win stuff with Real Madrid. So I understand fully why he would go to Real Madrid. It's an opportunity that most of us would dream as a kid. He got to live out his dream and spent 20 years at his boyhood club with Liverpool. Why would you not fulfill another dream, another goal, another notch to your bow? No, that's not it. Another notch on your belt, another string on your bow. That's what I'm trying to say. And go to Real Madrid and go and win La Liga. Go and possibly win the Champions League. Like, so much you can do with a different team. I know he's done all that with Liverpool. So why try replicate it? Why repeat it? Why repeat itself over and over and over? Go and do it in a different country. And English players seem to be doing really well in a different country. He's going over. Jude Bellingham's over there. He's obviously been talking to him. He's obviously good mates with him. So Liverpool fans, I think it's shocking the ways have turned on him. One person in particular, and I'm going to call him out because he probably doesn't even listen to it, Jonathan Marley, who I talked to quite a bit. The videos I'm seeing, it's hard to watch because he's calling him a wanker, calling him a prick, calling him all these names. Look, it's a bit harsh in my opinion. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. I just think it's a bit harsh. Somebody that gave their all for the badge and even showed when he scored that most recent goal and his top came off and he was fucking celebrating like a lunatic. Everyone's like, why the fuck is he celebrating like that when he's leaving? Because he still loves the club. So you can't take that away from him. He still has passion for the club. He'll always support the club as a neutral. He's not going to be a neutral. He's going to be a Liverpool fan. But I just think it was shocking the way everybody's turned on him. And like I said, including John DeMarley, I just think the videos are shocking that he's putting out. But look, like I said, that gets views, that gets clicks, that gets everything. I'd like to have a chat with him and just see if that is actually his opinion on it. I don't know if it is or not, but I'm sure he can understand long term why Trent is doing that. So I don't know. That's my opinion on it. If you disagree with me, let me know. I don't know. I think I'm right, but Liverpool fans may disagree. Right, that's it. There's only the two on the unpopular opinions. So I'm going to jump on to the final part of the show, and it's going to be the score predictions. Right. We'll have a quick look at all it is. There's a couple of games which I feel like we will touch on just because of the importance of them. Some of them not so much. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. But first game up is Chelsea versus your Garden, or Dungarvan as I like to call them, in the Europa Conference semi-final. Chelsea are already 4-1 up. It's a formality, I think, at this stage. We'll play the kids, leave the quality on the bench. No point in wasting legs. Big game on the weekend. So you will see a very young team here. Now, by the time you listen to this, actually, you know what? I'm probably going to put this out straight away. So later on tonight, Chelsea will have won. If you're listening to it on Friday morning, Chelsea will have already won 7-1 on aggregate. So it makes no odds. Again, a formality for Chelsea. I'm going to say 3-0, and I'm going to say George to score because he's a young lad and he's been playing him in these type of games and he's been doing very well. So yeah, gonna go 3-0 and George. Next one up, Southampton versus Man City. Southampton gone, nothing to play for. Manchester City still fighting for that top 4 spot, which they should get. This should be again another formality for them. I'm gonna say a 4-1 win. I'm gonna say they're gonna bash them. I'm gonna go 4-1 win for Manchester City, and I'm gonna say Phil Foden to score. Next one up again, then another big one because Aston Villa are on the borderline of it. They're still only 3 points behind, so anything can happen. Bournemouth versus Aston Villa. I see Bournemouth or Villa getting a win. Again, we're in this time frame where only certain teams, like there's teams that are on holiday mode at the moment. Okay, Bournemouth are probably one of them teams. They're sitting in 8th. Aston Villa in 7th, but they're 7 points ahead of them. So not much to play for Bournemouth. So I do think Villa are going to win this game. It might be a tight enough game. I'm going to say a 2-1 victory for Villa. And I'm going to go with Ollie Watkins to score. Now we have the problem. Newcastle versus Chelsea. This is a major, major problem for Chelsea. This is a major game. This is the most important game of Chelsea's season right here. And I don't care. You can say, oh, we're playing United next week or whatever. This is the most important game for Chelsea's head. This is the most important game. Mentally, this is the most important game of Chelsea's season. Can we win it, though? And that is the one question I have. And I would love to say we can win it and we will win it. But I have a weird feeling that it's going to be a 2-2 draw. And that is the score prediction I'm unfortunately going to go with. I would love to be out here and I'd be saying, yeah, call you the big bollocks and saying that Chelsea are going to win 3-0. At this stage in the season, I'm being more realistic. Chelsea have been playing pretty well lately. Lavia coming back into the team, massive for us. And we are managing them correctly. But I see it being 2-2. And I see Isaac scoring against us, which I'm afraid of him. And I'm a man. I'm able to say it. I'm afraid of Isaac and what he may do to Chelsea. Watch that mismatch between him and Colwill, because that'll be, yeah, frightening. Next one up, again, a nothing game, but I'm covering it for the sake of Paddy, just so he doesn't tune out if he does listen to it. You know, he's got nowhere else to be. He's immobilized, so maybe he'll have to listen to this. So Manchester United versus West Ham. In my opinion, everybody would kind of say, yeah, this is an easy Manchester United win. I don't think it is, because I feel like West Ham will want to finish above Manchester United. Manchester United focusing all their stuff on the Europa, which I don't blame them because they've nothing left to play for in the league. So I'm gonna say a cheeky 2-1 win for West Ham, but I do think that United will take the lead, and I will go with Bruno Fernandes to score for United. Next one up, Forest versus Leicester. Again, another massive game in this season for Nottingham Forest. 2 points behind Chelsea, sitting in 6th place. Need to win this. Really, really do need to win this. I would be happy if they lost this and then Chelsea got a draw, but I do see them winning this. Again, Leicester, nothing to play for. Gone down. They're relegated. See you later. But I do see them winning. I do see Forest winning it. I do think it'll be 3-1. I'm gonna go with Elanga to score, and I'm gonna say Vardy to score again for Leicester as well. Next game and last part of the podcast: Liverpool versus Arsenal. Again, a pretty much nothing game. Liverpool gone, won the league, it's over. Arsenal out of the Champions League, nothing to play for in the league. They're going to finish second or third. Makes no odds to them. I don't think they're going to lose 3 games in a row. So I see this one just being a draw, a boring 1-1 draw. I see young players playing. I see players being rotated. I see Liverpool being on holiday mode now. All they need is a couple of points just to secure that top 4. Once they get that, they're away. But I'll go with a... Salah hasn't been firing lately. I'm going to go with a Jota goal because I think that he, of all of them, might just be the most switched on in this game. So I'll go with a Jota goal. Right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. Thank you for listening. I hope you've made it this far. If you have, fair play to you. You've got better patience than I do. Because I'm barely able to listen to myself for that long. Barely able to speak for that long either. Again, a massive shout out to Big Paddy, who's obviously not with us for the rest of the season. Get well soon. Get well soon. You're getting well. That's it. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe, comment on anything that you want to comment on. If you disagree with anything I've said, let me know. Don't worry, I know you do. Let me know. At the best of times on fucking Instagram. So make sure you hit us up on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, wherever you want. Make sure you follow us up. Apologies on the podcast being a little bit late this week. Again, I was in Portugal, came back, genuinely thought I was going to die for the next 2 days. So I was unable to do it. So I'm glad I was able to get something done and get it out. Hopefully the sound has come through. If it hasn't, you won't see me again for the rest of the season because I will not be doing it again. So that's it. Thanks for listening. We'll see everybody next week and enjoy our weekends. Adios.